Hello everyone, thanks for watching my video. Today I'll talk about the curved grading which exists in nowadays curriculum setting and education system. Education, as one of the most important part in human society and history, has a lot of effects. With the development of human society, increasing number of people have realized the importance of good education and the importance of good curriculum. More countries have started and developed their compulsory education policy and the education system. In the land of education and curriculum designing, there are two most important things. One is desired results, the other is acceptable evidence. A good curriculum designer and teacher can identify them clearly, then design their own plan for learning and instruction to develop the beautiful tree of education. However, issues always exist. Today I'll talk about one specific grading system that I believe it fails to provide acceptable evidence. Yeah, for sure, I mean curved grading system. In education, curved grading, also known as grading on a curve, bell curving, or using grading curves, is a statistical method of assigning grades designed to yield a predetermined distribution of grades among the students in a class. The term curve refers to the bell curve, the graphic representation of the probability density of the normal distribution. But this method does not necessarily use any specific frequency distribution. Nowadays, most curve grading system is used in post-secondary education. One of the most important periods of schooling for students to learn the knowledge and skills related to critical thinking and problem solving. Curved grading can happen in every subject, but in SFU, majors as business and economics have this grading system, but science and education don't. Let me give you an example. For one of courses I took in SFU, the grading system is set as follows. The top 10 to 20% of students can get A. Students who rank in the whole class from 15% to 8% can get B, C, and D. The last 15 students only receive F, no matter what score they actually have. Does curved grading system provide a real acceptable and reasonable evidence? I don't think so. Let me explain my critique by giving you a story. Sandy and Sally are twins. They grew up together and studied together until they went to college. Sandy took a course with Mr. A, and Sally had the same course with another professor, Miss B. After a whole semester, Sandy only got 39 out of 100, while Sally got 88 out of 100. Just based on the scores, I believe most people think Sally is way more better than Sandy. The reason is so clear. She got a very high score and Sally just got 39 out of 100. However, things always go to the opposite direction if a little condition has changed. Mr. A's class had an average of 27. The highest and lowest scores were 41 and 13. The standard deviation is 3.5. Sandy got 39 for that course. Miss B's class had a very high average of 92. The highest and lowest grades were 187. This class shared the same standard deviation as Mr. A's class. Therefore, Sandy got an A with his score of 39 and Sally failed due to her score was not high enough comparing with her classmates' scores. From the story, we can clearly see that curved grading fails to provide the real results of a student study. Instead, it provides a comparison among all students in that classroom, which makes the final result tricky. The common designed result of modern education and modern curriculum is how students absorb the knowledge and know how to apply them in reality well. However, according to curved grading system, the evidence fails to be acceptable and reasonable. It fails to represent what is the real level the designed result is achieved. After the whole semester, students just got an A or B or F. But what exactly have they learned, and how well have they known? The latter, as a result of comparison with classmates, stands for nothing. The best student from one classroom can easily fail on the same course in another classroom with another professor. Why? Because the result does not reflect the real ability of students. If the result, the evidence, does not reflect what it should do, the curriculum cannot be a good one. If the curriculum is not that good, how could it instruct students well? If at all a student isn't equipped with high ability on what he or she will do as a whole life job, can our society be well? In order to examine what students' attitude toward curved grading system, I did a survey by asking 50 students who passed by my site a few days ago, and here's the result. 32 students believed this grading system is unfair and invalid. 8 out of 50 students thought it's valid or it makes sense. 6 students thought they had no idea, and 4 students said they don't care because they don't have courses with curved grading. From the result, it seems that more than half students who disagree with this grading system. However, people can have their own idea. From the perspective of mine, teachers and educators should come up a real valid grading system which can really achieve the goal of providing acceptable, reasonable evidence, a real reflection. Therefore, my suggestions of some grading principles are as follows. First, assess students only based on their marks instead of comparison of their marks. Since the comparison among student scores are just a relative result and it cannot represent how well students really are. Second, provide opportunities for students to cooperate with each other, such as group works. In the globalization world, cooperation is one of the most important spirits they need when they enter the market of jobs. Third, add in peer assessment and self-assessment in the grading system to empower students. Instead, just let teachers have absolute power on grades. And it also encourages students to participate. These suggestions, I believe, involve students and teachers to work together creating a mutual grading system. And it does increase work that students need to do. However, it gives space for students to work on grading process. Instead, let the teacher do all the grading work. And assessing a student from multiple perspectives seems more reasonably acceptable and reliable for me. There are some significance. These three suggestions become a real reflection of students' ability. It reflects students step by step, which helps students know their own ability and goals, and they provide a more fair grading system for all students. But this new grading system may reduce students' self-confidence and motivations, because some students cannot pass the course by taking advantage of curved grading. The three benefits of this new grading system are also easily to see. First of all, it achieves the goal of providing acceptable and reasonable evidence. Second, it encourages students to study harder for a better score. Third, it provides society with students who have real high ability, and these people can contribute more to make our society better. So, this is my video. Thanks for watching it.